is July 29, 2020. I'm Todd Dunn, and today we're cruising up Somme Sound aboard my 1936 wooden powerboat, Tortuga. And we got a power boat coming out that's going to wake me, so I'm going to have to maneuver to avoid his wake. Here we are entering Somme Sound. The hill right there is Flying Mountain. It's about 280 feet high. There is a trail up to the top of it, and I've made a video of walking that trail. And what we're going to do is run over and go into Valley Cove, which is just around this point up here. Now we're not going to overtake this sailboat because we will turn into Valley Cove before that would happen. And I'll just pan around. That's the entrance to Valley Cove right over there. And here's the view aft out of Tortuga. Now here we are coming into Valley Cove. I have never seen that many sailboats there, except back in the days when there used to be a fireworks display on the 4th of July across Somme Sound from here. But just on a normal midweek day, seeing more than one or two boats here is really unusual. You can see the cliff over the sound. And this is an interesting place to anchor because the current swirls through here with the tide. So depending on what the wind is doing, you're almost guaranteed to swing around in a circle during the course of the night. Over there on the shore where there are people is where the trail to Valley Cove comes out. So in my earlier videos you've seen the view looking from the land. So here's the view looking from the water. And another look at all the sailboats that are anchored in here. Okay, we're just coming up on Man-O-War Brook, and where the rocks are a little darker above the tide line there is the brook, although I suspect right now it's completely dry because it doesn't have a very large drainage. It looks like the rocks might be a little damp, but there's certainly no significant water flowing down. And we will run out around this point ahead and head up toward Hall Quarry. Looks like there's a fair amount of lobster gear up there. I may turn back if it's too thick. Here we are coming around the tip of Acadia Mountain. You can see the plaque over there on the mountain, which is a dedication. I don't remember who to. And soon we'll be able to see Hall Quarry. We'll run up there, and I think that we may turn around there. We'll see. And that's the Hall Quarry Boatyard up there, where there are boats on the hard. When we get up closer, we'll look into and see what we can see of the old granite quarry. Well, here we are at the Hall Quarry Boatyard. This is the site of an old granite quarry. You can see the remains of one of the two quarries that were located here. And the boatyard is built on spoil from the quarrying operation. And they still have quite a few boats that weren't launched this year. And we'll just cruise up here a little bit more and take a look at the second quarry, which you can see a lot better than the first one. This is actually the John Williams Boatyard, although everybody around here calls it Hall Quarry. And you can see the cutout of the second quarry there. We quarried in here for quite a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it was quite a while. And all the moorings out here belong to the Boatyard, and you can rent them. Well, now we've turned around and we're headed back south, and right over here on the starboard bow near that mooring ball, in a few seconds, if we're lucky, a couple harbor porpoises will pop up. Yeah, there they are. We're now approaching Acadia Mountain from the north as we head out of Somme Sound. We're about halfway out of the sound here. Acadia Mountain is pretty much the halfway point. A fair number of small boats running up and down the sound today, but at least no big ones throwing mammoth wakes, which I have to avoid because Tortuga is a round bottom boat and it rolls if I take a wake beam on. So I'm going to tuck in fairly close to Acadia Mountain again because there was a lot of lobster here out in the center of the sound. Here's the reason we don't do much night cruising or running on autopilot here on the Maine coast. This is lobster gear, and believe it or not, this is pretty light. There isn't much here. Pretty easy to get through it as long as you steer the boat. But if you go up Somme Sound, for example, on a day like this on autopilot, chances are you're going to end up with some lobster gear wrapped around your prop. There's another view of Valley Cove and Flying Mountain, and ahead you can make out some of the buildings in Southwest Harbor where we're headed. I'm running low on battery, so I'll wait till we get back into Southwest Harbor and end this video. Here are a couple of the summer cottages located on the eastern side of the sound. You see some people are roughing it here during the summer. Well, right now we're coming up on the entrance to Somme Sound, and if you look at the surface of the water, you can see that there's a bit of a change in the appearance. That's because right in here we're probably bucking a 1.5 to 2 knots of current. Right now the wind is with the current, so it's not bad. Sometimes when the wind is against the current, you can get some nasty standing waves right in here, about 2.5 to 3 feet high, and it can be pretty lumpy. Well, here we are just about ready to enter Southwest Harbor from the north. That's Clark Point over there, and on the other side is Greening Island. We're going to go through the channel between the two. And then we'll be back in Southwest Harbor, and I'll be headed for the marina. Here's the chart view on my Raspberry Pi chart plotter as we head between Greening Island and Clark Point. Got the chart in north up, and we're going south right now. Well, we're back in Southwest Harbor proper. There's a bit of traffic. Boats headed for the marina where we're going. So we will head up here, and I'm going to end the video now because I'm going to be a little busy dodging traffic and maneuvering the boat into her slip. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this classic motor yacht cruise aboard my 1936 wooden powerboat Tortuga. Thanks for watching.